The Witchlord of Agaroth has awakened and is spreading darkness across the land, darkness that also covers the Obsidian Tower. The king has summoned all heroes to gather and battle this force of evil and the foul creatures that it's creating. Along with this darkness, also whispers and tales of an ancient light that can battle all evil arises. Will the heroes be able to save the land and the Obsidian Tower? This is the Obsidian Tower. What's up, meeples? This is Helena from Helena Plays Games, and today we're taking a look at the Obsidian Tower by Sovereign Entertainment. This is a co-op adventure for 2 to 6 players that takes around 45 minutes to play. Each of the player takes the role of hero. All heroes have to work together and collaborate with each other in order to beat all the enemies and get hold of the treasure that they need that will grant them access to the Obsidian Tower, and there they must defeat the Witchlord. Let's take a look at the components of the game and how the game plays, and we'll come back for the final thoughts. In the game you will find several hexagonal tiles, several cards, also a dial and different tokens, your heroes with their matching pawns, and the quick reference cards. The game also comes with 2 expansion packs and their components. Let's see a bit about how the game plays. As you can see, the board comprises of hexagonal tiles. Now, we have followed the rules in the rulebook in order to create the suggested board, but since some of the tiles are placed differently every time, you can create a totally different board for each of your games. The game comes with 8 heroes. Randomly pass a hero to each player. Each of the heroes has different abilities. Each player also gets 2 treasure cards that they keep face up for the whole game. There are 3 phases in the game: the action phase, the adventure phase, and the invasion phase. Players can take up to 3 actions. This means that they can take 1, 2, 3, or even pass and take no actions at all. Players can move, meaning that they can go to any adjacent tile from the tile that they already are on. You can also reinforce, meaning that you can flip one of the tiles from the red and black side to its normal art side. You can also give a treasure card to another player if you are in the same tile as them. You can also capture a treasure, so if you have 4 identical cards of the same treasure, you can trade them in order to get one of the treasure markers. You can also purchase an item if you are on one of the market tiles. Then you can pay the cost of one of the items that you want to take, and you can place them in your hand. Next comes the adventure phase. After the action phase, each of the players takes 2 cards from the treasure deck, one at a time. Now, depending on the cards that you draw, there are different things that you can do. Each of the cards are color-coded, and the different effects of the card are explained in the rulebook. Last comes the invasion phase. Here the players take the role of the Witchlord. See the value on your invasion dial. According to this value, then draw an equal number of cards from the invasion deck and flip on the red and black side these territories. Since the cards are shuffled back in the deck, at some point you may draw a card that corresponds to a tile which is already invaded. This means that the tile is removed from the game and you cannot have access to this area. If one of the treasure territories is invaded and lost, then the game is lost. In order to win the game, you must gather all 3 artifacts and go to the Obsidian Tower. So upon mast, be on the tower tile. Then you must have the skeleton's key in order to enter the tower. The lantern of eternal flame is going to cast away the darkness. And finally, the orb of banishment is going to banish the Witchlord away. So this is the Obsidian Tower and how the game plays. Now, if you have played other cooperative games, then you will see that it gives you the same feel. Essentially, the players will have to go around the board, fight fires lots of the time, while at the same time they will need to use their unique abilities in order to gather the artifacts that they need to battle the Witchlord. The game also has lots of replayability. The hexagonal tiles are placed on the board differently every time, so the places that you need to visit are in totally different spaces every time, which creates a new experience. Furthermore, the game comes with 8 heroes, well, it can be played by up to 6 players, so you will definitely have a new hero to choose from for every of your games. The heroes also have totally different abilities, so these asymmetric powers give you a totally different feel when you choose different heroes, and it actually helps in the immersion of the game because you feel like you're playing a totally different hero that is trying to save the land in the Obsidian Tower each of the times. The game becomes more difficult as the number of players increases, so it is more easy to win the game when you play with 2 players, but actually things get a bit more tight as the number of players increases. So it's going to be challenging if you decide to play it with a larger gaming group. At this point, I need to say that the game also comes with 2 expansion packs. Both of these expansion packs add more heroes, but also add more new cards and also increase the difficulty of the game as well. So if you need to steer things up and add a bit more excitement, then you can also get those too. You will definitely like this game, and it will be much fun if you enjoy other classic co-op games that are out there in the market. This is it, everybody. This is the Obsidian Tower, which is currently on Kickstarter, and you can find the link in the description below. Now, the components that you have seen in the art are not final, and some of the rules may change as the game is still in development, and this was only a preview copy. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you liked that video and subscribe to the Board Game Revolution channel. And if you like me, make sure to follow me on my social media. Until next time.